Doc Loves the Kids, a local Kitsap County nonprofit organization established in 2015, whose mission is to provide activities, programs, and community support for at-risk youth.
They put the U in community.
Doc Loves the Kids.
Welcome to Uncommon Courtesy,
where we give you the courtesy of conversation
that's uncommonly spoke of.
I'm D-Mac.
I'm Wesley.
And this is the show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to catch us every Friday at 7 p.m. on the Friday Fix. And every Sunday at 1 p.m. on our Sunday Town Hall that you can come in there and say whatever you want to say politically. No screaming or yelling or name calling. We just have a discussion. Senior Wesley, as long as I'm still allowed to say Senior Wesley, how have you been?
I'm good, man. It's getting kind of hectic already. I mean, we're starting to see our First Amendment rights get encroached upon. ICE arrests Palestinian activist who led Columbia University protest. Mahmoud Khalil, a prominent Palestinian activist who helped lead Columbia University 2024 student encampment protest, was arrested in New York City by federal immigration authorities who claimed they were acting on a State Department order to revoke his green card, according to his attorney. Khalil was at his university-owned apartment blocks from the Columbia's Manhattan campus Saturday night when several immigration and customs enforcement agents entered the building and took him into custody. Amy Greer, his attorney, told the Associated Press. One of the ICE agents told Greer by the phone that they were executing a State Department order to revoke Khalil's student visa. Informed by their attorney that Khalil, who graduated in December, was in the U.S. as a permanent resident with a green card, the agent said they were revoking that too, according to Greer. In a statement to CBS News, the Department of Homeland Security said Khalil's arrest was in support of President Trump's executive orders prohibiting anti-Semitism, alleging that the former student-led activist aligned to Hamas. The department did not provide details of any charges or alleged allegations. After the arrest of Khalil, Secretary of State Marco Rubio posted on social media, we will be revoking the visas and or green cards of Hamas supporters in America so they can be deported.
You know, it's... How do we start with this? We reported on this before. Remember how wasn't it the House that passed the law saying you couldn't even say anything bad about Israel or Jewish people, period.
Yep.
And even Republicans came out and said, yo, the law they passed, and it passed, ladies and gentlemen, was so vague, you would have to get rid of the Christian Bible because that's how vague it was.
Yep.
And so, I mean, you kind of see who runs the government. That's crazy. This man he's a legal citizen now. He has a green card.
Yeah.
He's allowed to be here. But now he's getting deported because supposedly if you want Gaza to live and the Palestinians to live, you're anti-Semitic. That means you're against Israel. That's a foreign government, folks. And a foreign government has enough leeway and enough muscle to make it so they can take away your freedom of speech in America.
Benjamin Netanyahu came in front of a joint session of Congress. That's the House and the Senate. Sat here and he basically said Americans are dumb, they're this, they're that, the ones who are protesting, they're dim-witted, whatever else, and called American citizens these names for exercising their First Amendment right to free speech, you know what I mean, and also their rights to protest. And they were not protesting non-peacefully. I mean, and so I'm listening to this right now, and these people right now are saying that they're going to kick these people out the country who have green cards, who've been here, who hasn't committed any crime at all whatsoever, for exercising a right that's given to all Americans, even people who come here who are not here, who are just visiting here. They have a right to. Everyone in this country has a right to free speech. That just is what it is.
And also, you know, not to cut you off, but they're not protesting against America. You know, I can see that. Hey, you say something bad about America, you here, you need to go. They're protesting a foreign nation. Now, here in America, it's okay to be side Ukraine, side Russia, right? No, the media don't care nothing about that, right? Nothing at all. But once you start trying to support Gaza and the Palestinians, then you're the problem.
It's even worse that, I mean, we can talk about America in this country. You can burn the American flag if you choose to. That is what America is for. Your freedoms are what people went out and fought for. People try to use that as, hey, you're disrespecting the armed services. No, they went out and fought for you to have that freedom to speak up when you feel like there's some kind of tyrannical thing in your government. You speak up and say something about it. This is what this country was based off of. And this young man is being persecuted right now, and we're sitting by and watching. Do I believe there should be more protests across America? Yes. I would call for that. Every city, we should be protesting this immediately. Not just because he's a Palestinian or whatever else, just the fact of the matter, it starts here. You dip your toe in the water and see how it reacts. Yeah. If there's piranha in the water, if we come out and we bite, they'll get that toe right up out of there real quick, and we letting them know something. But we'll also keep in mind, remember this. This is who this man is. He is an authoritarian figure. This is what he's bringing to the government. Pretty soon we're gonna figure it out, because I mean they brought out police officers and everything else to control us from even saying, hey, this isn't right. And he's going to let them do whatever they want, because he's saying that if anyone hurts a police officer, if anything happens whatsoever, not saying we want to hurt police officers, but the fact of the matter is he wants to give them he wants to give them immunity. So there's no repercussions for what they do.
Even with that, folks, let's just be blunt about everything. A lot of people voted for Donald Trump because, a majority of them thought he was going to take things away from minorities and the DEI stuff. Now, think about this. Most of those firings are affecting you. Now, imagine you're seeing this. Oh, yeah, that guy should be gone for talking bad about, saying anti-Semitic stuff. He said he was protesting for, safety and peace in Gaza. Now, imagine this. Kids. What's going to happen when you and your family are affected by it? Huh? Do you think you're going to be immune to it? Because you haven't been immune from the price of eggs. You haven't been immune from the grocery prices. You haven't been immune from the gas prices going up. And you're sure not going to be immune from getting fired from your federal job. So you think you'll be immune from this? At the end of the day, we're American. We get to say whatever the fuck we want. Excuse my language. But when another nation, another country is allowed to dictate what you can and can't say in America, that's when you no longer have freedom of speech, and it won't stop here.
And that's why when your president is sold out to a foreign country, he's already shown you that he's sold out to Netanyahu. He's giving them whatever they want. What do you think they're giving him? Nothing. You think he's just doing this just out of the goodness of his heart? What does he do out of the goodness of his heart? He does. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know this guy. Let's be serious here. Let's be honest with ourselves where this is heading. But you guys think you're happy this is going on. But I see the writing on the wall. I look forward when I hear anything. People have come to me and say, hey, this should happen to these people for this reason. And it sounds legitimate, whatever the case may be. But I look forward saying, what's going to happen after that? Because I know how far things can go. People like to, like I said, dip their toe in the water to see what happens. Are there piranha in that water? And if there's not, they're going to jump right in. And next thing you know, they're going to start shipping us out of here and arresting us for speaking our mind, for using our First Amendment rights.
Yes. And so they're saying that right now, a judge is slamming the brakes on Trump's administration's attempt to deport the Palestinian activists who helped lead Columbia University's 2024 student encampment. Let's see. They said the good news is we have to keep fighting. Excuse me. Both to ensure that he is released and to protect free speech, says Jamie Brunrine, CEO of the Bend the Art Jewish Action. Keller was arrested Saturday night at a university-owned apartment by federal immigration authorities. And let's see. Word of the judge's decision comes as protesters took to the street of Manhattan to demonstrate against Khalil's arrest. Demonstrators gathered at Foley Square to call for his release. The group of protesters then started marching through Lower Manhattan. Showed at least one protester. Video from Chopper 2 showed at least one protester being taken into custody. We're showing you that video now. And people, you watch out, because when you're watching other people get their, you being black, you guys watch our civil rights and all that shit get violated all the time. But now that you've seen that it's starting to happen to you, don't let this fool you. They're already banning words. They're already banning books. You know what I'm saying? This is America. Or actually, it was America.
Yeah, and you guys have been the party talking about, they're trying to ban everything. They're trying to censor everything. We see who's banning and censoring. This person has come out and said that we cannot speak our mind in our country because it's anti-Semitic. If we speak and say you've murdered 60 to 70,000 Palestinians, children, women, people who have nothing to do with your war, you know what you did. We all know what you did. People who paid attention know what you did.
They don't even have to defend their argument for it. They just say, hey, you're anti this, and you're supposed to shut up.
Yeah, but that doesn't work that doesn't work at all. Because in reality, they're trying to cut down on words. Why didn't they use that word? Why didn't they cut down on anti-Semitic? You cut down on black. You were good to do that, but you couldn't cut down on anti-Semitic because it cuts to the core of the people who are funding and financing what you have going on. That's why this is what it is. We understand it. We understand who AIPAC is. We understand that AIPAC runs America. They run Donald Trump. I mean, look at how it easily shows us what's going on when he's telling them, hey, get ready to go into Iran next. Hey, if Hamas doesn't do this, we're going to blow up everything. We're not giving back the Palestinians back their land. We can't say that. We can't tell you that this is wrong, but we're going to, because we're Americans and we're going to stand up for whatever it takes and do whatever it takes to make sure we keep our rights and whoever else comes in our country keeps theirs as well.
Well spoken.